Hi everyone, and welcome back to my new series exploring the mythological and religious allusions contained within Final Fantasy XVI. I'm MJ Gallagher, author of books such as Norse myths that inspired Final Fantasy VII and Greek myths that inspired Final Fantasy VII. These episodes are intended to be a companion to Final Fantasy XVI itself, and will typically follow the development of the plot, but there may still be some minor spoilers if you haven't played the game. The opening of the main scenario was teased as early as the initial reveal trailer in 2020. While we didn't know the circumstances at the time, it featured the game's main protagonist, Clive Rosfield, sitting around a campfire with 3 other branded soldiers, who we have since learned are collectively known as the Bastards. The Bastards are an elite unit of assassins in the service of Sanbreque, an empire heavily associated with dragons, and whose dominant is Bahamut, an entity traditionally recognised across the Final Fantasy franchise as King of the Dragons. The 4 men that appear in the scene use the monikers Tiamat, Avis, Beast and Wyvern, the last of whom is of course Clive. Each of these is based on dragons from the Final Fantasy series, although some do find their roots in global mythology. Wyverns themselves are winged bipedal dragons common in European folklore. They differ from the more iconic fire-breathing drakes in that they do not have forelegs, but rather claws or hooks on their wings. As you might expect, several wyverns are fought later in the game, predominantly around Sanbreque. Meanwhile, the word Beast is also a variation of Peast in Middle Irish, loosely meaning beast or pest, and generally refers to worms or lake serpents in Irish mythology. Avis, however, is something of an odd one out here. The name relates to a recurring category of monsters in the Final Fantasy series that have both dragon-like and bird-like features. Avis, without the E, is the Latin word for bird, and while these brutes are not strictly derived from mythology, they are found throughout Final Fantasy XVI, and even have in-game lore concerning how some subspecies have been tamed and utilised by the Sanbrequois military. As for Tiamat, she is a primordial goddess from the Babylonian creation myth, who gives birth to a brood of dragons and other monstrous creatures after her consort, Abzu, is murdered. While Tiamat originally personified the cosmic saltwater ocean, she is sometimes depicted as a serpent herself. Interestingly, the tale of her destruction and dismemberment may have influenced the concept of Valis Thea's origins in a much deeper sense, but I'll come back to that in a later video. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to be notified when future episodes drop, and be sure to leave a comment to let me know what you liked and disliked about the Bastards. If you're interested in more Final Fantasy mythology content, follow me on X or Twitter for regular posts, or check out my Patreon for my entire back catalogue, as well as early access to entries from my forthcoming book, Mythos Final Fantasy XVI. And don't forget, Norse myths that inspired Final Fantasy VII and Greek myths that inspired Final Fantasy VII are both available on Amazon. I'll leave a link to all of these in the description below. For now though, take care, I'm MJ Gallagher, and I'll see you again for the next episode.